Hi guys, welcome to Parque Nacional Cajas. I am staying in Cuenca, but my sister Ale and I took a day trip here today to a national park close by. So let me catch you up on where I last left off. Last we were in Guayaquil before coming here, and we were at Laguna Park. So anyways, after that we headed back to the hostel. A couple of the guys I met in Montañita were coming into Guayaquil, so they stayed at our hostel also, so we could all hang out and go out later together. And so the couch surfer came back later and took all of us to go to Guayarte, which is this really cool part of the city in Guayaquil. Apparently it's pretty new, it's only been open like 5-6 months, but it's definitely like a new, modern, trendy area. There's this, you could call it like a really nice food court, but they have side by side all these little restaurants, where you order at the counter, lots of different types of food, and there's a bar in the middle. So it's more expensive there, but really nice. They have lots of options. And then there's this bridge that goes across with some lights on it. They have a lot of cool art. There's a lot of murals, cool paintings. And then on the side of this bridge, there's these sculptures that look like origami. So anyways, you walk across to the other side, and again, there's like more cool like lighting configurations, this huge wall of like red lights, and again more murals, and it's just cool, really cool area to hang out, go out to eat, grab some drinks, and they have like some other restaurants, I guess you would say, on the other side. So anyways, we checked out that area, got a bite to eat there, and then afterwards walked along the Malecón del Salado where Ale and I had been the day before. Walked along there back to where we were the previous night, saw where the micro teatro is, like under the bridge, where they have like miniature plays basically. So walked around there a little bit, and so the guys could see like the fountains and everything too, because they had just gotten in. And from there we grabbed a taxi to Las Peñas, where we had also been earlier the day before, but that's like the place to go out for nightlife, and it's also cheap, whereas Guayarte, having a drink there, is really expensive. So anyways, took a cab to Las Peñas. An interesting side note, so we were waiting for a cab on the corner to go over there, and out of nowhere, like, someone out of their window throws water on us. So anyways, I screamed, and like 2 of us at least got pretty wet. Luckily it was water though. I wasn't sure what it was at first, but anyways, it was cold and wet. So some stupid idiots did that. And then we went to Las Peñas, walked up the stairs, could go almost all the way to the top, but the very, very top where the lighthouse was closed, because it closes at midnight apparently. But again, so the guys could see that area. And then we went to one of the bars over there that has a nice view, and just grabbed a beer there, or a pitcher, shared a pitcher. So that was the last night in Guayaquil. Then Ale and I headed to Cuenca the day after. However, we decided to stop at this place along the way called Las Siete Cascadas, so 7 waterfalls, which is pretty much on the way to Cuenca. There's actually 9 waterfalls, but name of it 7 waterfalls. So we hiked along there to all the waterfalls, and then at the very end, which is actually the 9th waterfall, you can swim in like a lot of them, but at the very end, the last one, you can actually jump in, so you can walk up a little bit on the side and like jump in. So that was fun. It was a cool stop along the way. We took a bus there, ended up taking a taxi, then took a taxi from there, got dropped off in this other town where we could then take a bus from there to Cuenca. So that was that day. We were gonna couch surf, but plans changed a little bit because there wasn't really a lot of space to sleep basically at the couch surfer's place. So went there originally, just chilled for a little bit, had a beer, and then ended up going to more like a hotel, although technically it's a hostel and bed and breakfast. I don't know, looks like a hotel. So we've been staying there. And then yesterday was our first day exploring Cuenca. So we walked all over the city. Ale was dying to have a real coffee, so luckily there was like a nice cafe right next to us, the hotel. Went there in the morning, had a good coffee, then walked around all over the city. Went up these stairs. They have all these stairs. It looks like there was something painted on it, but it's actually like laminated things that they put on the stairs that makes this picture. Anyways, cool looking. Walked up there, there's another mirador, or lookout there with, like, near this church, which I think it's called, there's an area there called Todos, Santos. And then if you keep walking a bit down that road, there's like this main road that has a lot of stuff on it. So there's a puente roto, which means broken bridge, although I'm not sure why, because it doesn't look broken. But we didn't do a tour or anything, so I don't really know too much of the history of Cuenca. Anyways, walked by there. There are also some more ruins that way that we passed by. We went to Pumapungo, which is this museum that's free, that's supposed to be really nice, but it was closed on Monday. So just walked by there, and then basically walked to different like parks and plazas that were really pretty. Lots of churches and just like different areas that were really nice. Well, actually we were staying by Parque de la Madre, which is another nice park. The main nice one I would probably say is Parque Calderon, which is really nice, and then also Parque San Francisco, I want to say, if that's correct. So walked around there. In several places they have the big letters that say Cuenca. So anyways, did that. Ollie did a little bit of shopping, and we ended up passing by this place that we weren't even trying to go to, that has like kind of this tall tower. The top is glass. You can walk up or take an elevator up and get a really awesome view from there. So we did that, which was on the way. We were walking to this castle that I saw on the map, which wasn't really like a castle. I think it was someone's home that looks like a castle, or they made it look like that. Anyways, so that was pretty much our day walking around. From there, we ended up going to Mirador de Turi, which is a really nice viewpoint of the whole city of Cuenca. So we went there and then had a canelazo up there watching the view until basically the evening. When it got dark, you could see all the lights out in the city. Ale hadn't tried the canelazo yet, so she got to try that. She's actually probably drinking one right now, waiting on me. So that was the rest of the evening. Yesterday was Ale's birthday, so anyways, we had lunch out as well, and then later went out to dinner, and the couch surfer we were gonna stay with met up with us for a little bit there. So that was the rest of the day. And then yeah, today we've been in Cajas hiking around. So we ended up going to Pumapungo, that museum that was closed yesterday in the morning, since it was closed. They have a lot of ruins there. It's actually really pretty. So behind the museum, there's ruins you can walk around about basically the Incas that used to live in this area. There's also like a huge garden area, and there's another area with birds and alpacas. Anyways, so walked around the outside area, which was really nice. And then quickly walked around the inside because we wanted to come here, so we don't want to take too much time. But you can see again the way like people used to live. Kind of similar to when I went to Mitad del Mundo, the way like the houses used to look and they dressed and the pottery, and just learning different stuff like that. So then we were coming to Cajas. We went to the bus terminal to take a bus here. Then partway through the bus ride, we ended up having to get off because apparently there was a landslide on the road to Cajas, but it was past Cajas, so the bus we were on goes to Guayaquil actually. So there was still a way to get to Cajas, but that bus was turning around because basically it couldn't continue on to Guayaquil. Anyways, so a bunch of us got off the bus, and then we all talked to each other and realized we were going to the same place. So we're like, all right, there's got to be some way we can get there. Maybe we can just get a ride or a taxi or something. And in the end, this truck ended up coming by that gave all of us a lift. There were like 9 of us. So some went in the front of the truck and the rest of us were in the back of the truck. So it ended up being a fun ride there. And we each gave the driver like $1. Yeah, so then we got to this national park you can see behind me, really beautiful. Been hiking around the lake or lagoon. And anyways, we didn't have a ton of time, so just been doing the short hike around the lake, checking out the views. And then we're gonna head back and probably just like kind of chill and take it easy, but nothing too crazy planned. Ale goes back home tomorrow, back to Mexico, and my plan is to go to Peru, to Mancora. So let me show you the view real quick before I say goodbye. It rained a little bit, just drizzled, but not too much, so. And it's been cold, but when the sun came out, it was actually pretty nice. So Ollie's freezing because she's used to hot weather now, but it hasn't been too bad. So anyways, that's it for now. I will talk to you guys next time from Peru. Bye.